So Tom, here we are on Time to Talk Day. How important is it that we all have a conversation about mental health, not just today, but every day?
Yeah, no, it's massively important. You know, it affects many people, myself included, have gone through experiences that I don't wish upon anyone really. But no, it's massively important to talk, and it relieves a lot of pressure off you when you do open up to someone.
We'll come to your own individual experiences in a minute, but what benefits are there to talking more generally about your mental health?
Benefits are, you know, I lost a lot of confidence, and when you talk to people, you actually find yourself in the same position as quite a lot of other people when you open up and speak about, you know, mental health and the experiences that you've gone through. And until you do that, you don't know what other people are going through.
Exactly, and I guess one of the big things is that, you know, when you do suffer from a mental health problem like anxiety, like depression, you almost feel that you're on your own and this only applies to you, don't you?
100%. I think that's a massive point you just made there. You do feel like you're on your own, and then when you do start talking to people, you almost realise then you've got not just your family support around you, but friendship support around you. And like I previously said, that until you do start talking to people, you realise actually you've got quite a bit in common with that person.
Despite that, it's so difficult to make that first step, isn't it?
100%. I remember, you know, actually thinking, right, I actually need to speak to someone. And I remember going home and speaking to my family and saying, yeah, I'm not afraid to say it, I do need help. And from that day onwards, you know, rather than having a bad day every day, those bad days turn to good days. And you've got the way I look at it is now, if something negative happens, you have to try and put a positive spin on it as fast as you can.
From your own perspective, how's talking about mental health helped you? Because you were in a particularly dark place, weren't you, at one stage?
Yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. I was in a dark place. Things have improved massively. You know, you seeing you know, counselling, therapists that, you know, daily helping you. But not only that, just talking to family and friends, when at one point I didn't think I should do. Turns out it was the best decision that I've made. It relieves a lot of pressure. Not wanting to go out of the house was a massive one. I used to wake up and not really move. Used to spend the day in bed, and now I look back and think, you know, what an achievement for me personally, just coming out and speaking about it, because not enough people do it, and at the end of the day it does affect people's lives, and people do end their lives because of it.
Exactly, and I think one of the main things we can draw from Time to Talk Day is that, you know, the stigma is still there, it's still prevalent in today's society, but days like today help to normalise that and you know, give people the confidence and empower them to talk about mental health, doesn't it?
100%, yeah. 100%. You know, for me, I didn't want to say a word to anyone. Talking about it to people and different people, not that I do talk about it a lot, but when you get asked the question, are you okay? People just expect you to say yes, but really you're not. So sometimes I say, well, no, I'm not actually okay, and people say, right, come on, talk to me. And having the confidence to actually do that now is massively different from when I first kind of went into that dark place, if you like.
For me, I guess when you're suffering acutely from a mental health problem, unlike a physical problem, you almost want people or think that people can actually see in your mind. For example, if you broke your leg, everybody can see that, and when you're in that mindset, it's almost like you're reaching out to people in your head, and you're forgetting that nobody else can see it, can they?
Yeah, definitely. That was a main factor for me. Is I was living my day-to-day life. This is when I wasn't speaking to anyone, just normally, when really I wasn't okay. So every day that went by, I was thinking, I'm not okay, but I'm trying to show people that I'm okay. But now certain people know, and when they see me down, they kind of know, and they know when to pick me up. And you know, if I speak to my family on the phone and I don't sound upbeat, they know. So yeah, it's little indications, showing people and little signs that if if you are down, you know, you are down for a reason, and it's having that support network around you to have that, you know, to pick you up.
Clearly this is a difficult question, Tom, but you know, I think that quite a few people will be watching this and being able to relate to it. But how bad did it get for you?
Yeah, bad. I was really bad, and it is difficult. It is difficult to speak about it. But yeah, it crossed my mind, and to this is it. Let's no more now. I don't want to live. Basically, I don't want to live. And you know, I say that to people, and I actually tell the story with a smile on my face. You know, that's not because it's a laughing matter. It's the only way I can get round it without really crying. Is to kind of get through it with a laugh. And yeah, I was at rock bottom. I kind of know when I'm going that way now. Not that I do often. And I know kind of with help from family and support networks how to kind of resolve it. I do still have bad days, but it's about thinking, just taking a step back, and rather than rushing decisions, actually just thinking, right, how can I work my way around it?
As men, of course, you just mentioned about laughing stuff off. The stigma, if you like, almost compels us to laugh off mental health, doesn't it? And the sad thing about it, particularly with your own story, is that if anxiety, depression, things like that are addressed early enough, it's, I wouldn't say easily treatable, but definitely manageable. The flip side of the coin is if it isn't, as you've just highlighted, it can escalate pretty quickly, can't it?
Yeah, and that's the frightening thing. One day you might feel okay, and not even a day after, the afternoon or a couple of hours later, you know, it can turn that quick, and that's the scary thing about it. So now when I have a good day, and I'm having a really good day, I do think, right, at any point now I could turn. So that is the worrying thing, and it's just kind of trying to manage and not only yourself but other people, whether you're in a room or whether you're out walking wherever it is, about trying to just try and stay as positive you can and surround yourself with positivity basically.
When you look back now at them darkest of days, how proud do you feel of yourself that, you know, you addressed it? I wouldn't say come out the other end, but you managed it now a lot better, because it's something which you should be incredibly proud of. Yeah,
I mean, I probably haven't sat down and looked back at the past, you know, experiences that I've had. But yeah, I certainly walk around now thinking it can't be as bad as I was. You know, if anything happens that's bad, it can't be as bad as what I went through. You know, so if I wake up and it's raining and I want it to be sunny, you know, that's just life. It's, you know, yeah, I am proud, and one day I will sit down and reflect on what I've been through. But it's about now for me just trying to keep myself happy and everyone else happy around me, and if I can do that, then I'm having a good day.
You mentioned other people. I just would like to end this by asking you, what would you say to anybody watching this video, maybe who don't think that they deserve help, or for whatever reason are too scared to reach out and get it?
Talk. You have to talk. Yes, I was scared of reaching out. Until I did that, there wasn't probably a day where I thought this isn't going to get any better. And I go through day-to-day life now thinking, if I can make someone else's day happier and make them laugh, then I've had a good day. Not just for me personally, but I'd like to try and help people, because I wouldn't wish it on anyone to go to a dark place. And if anyone sees me or wants to have an open chat about anything and they're feeling down, then just come and speak to me. But if you don't want to speak to me, speak to family or a friend, because they will help you, and you will find. The surprising thing for me was other people are in the same, not maybe are now, but have been in the same position as you, and you can actually share experience. Not that they're nice experiences, but you can share experiences with those people. And what I've found is I've actually become quite good friends with people through talking.
Well, Tom, thank you so much for speaking so candidly, so bravely, about what is still a difficult subject.
Pleasure. Thanks, Bob.